The Appalachian Mountains have to be one of the scariest places on earth. They're beautiful, granted, but the amount of stories that I've gotten about this area specifically is insane. Somebody just emailed me and told me that there is a time travel portal behind her grandmother's house in the Appalachian Mountains and that she has witnessed a time traveler come out of this portal. She said to call her Jade for the story. Jade said that her family owns a large amount of property in the Appalachian Mountains and that their property starts with a long driveway at the base of this mountain. So you come up the mountain, you reach her family's house, and then further up the mountain, there's another house that her grandmother rents out on occasion. It's a huge farmhouse with like a wraparound porch. There's a game room. And when Jade and her brother were about 17, the house was not rented at the time. So they used to go up to the house just to hang out, play in the game room, hang out. Like it was just a vibe. If you've ever been to the Appalachian Mountains, you know how desolate it is. Like you need a car to get literally anywhere. So she said that her and her brother were hanging out at the farmhouse one day. They're at the top of the mountain. They are looking down and they see somebody walking up the driveway. Like, and again, like I said, I cannot emphasize this enough. This is not a place where people just walk around. It's not like there's just shops scattered around the mountain. Like you need a car. So her brother's like, who's that? And she looks and she's like, I don't know. They're kind of studying him. They're like, is he a trespasser? Is he lost? Why doesn't he have a car? They call down to him, no answer. He is wearing a long brown trench coat, a hat, and like boots. But she said the entire way he was dressed was like he was from an entirely different time period. She said he was walking very strangely. Like, imagine if somebody was walking, bracing themselves against wind and like almost being pushed backward. He was walking like that, but she said it was a relatively calm day. There was no strong winds, nothing like that. So they're just watching him for a minute, trying to figure out what he's going to do because he's headed straight toward them. There's a curve in the driveway. At one point, he walks behind a large tree and he never comes out the other side. They head down the driveway. They're determined to find this man, figure out where he went because they assume that he just wandered off in the woods something. Cannot find him, no trace of him, nothing. And she said there were no other roads off this driveway. There was nowhere he could have gone. She said they still talk about it this day, and her brother, who is like the biggest skeptic in the world, still cannot figure out an explanation for it. She said this property is a mega hotspot for other supernatural or paranormal events. Like they've seen strange lights in the sky, they've seen strange figures in the woods, they've heard weird noises at night, but she said all of this is in the Appalachian Mountains, so it tracks. She ended her email by saying that she has a belief that time is not linear and she believes that things are all happening simultaneously, even if we don't know how. She said she thinks that sometimes there are glitches that happen, but she's also open to other theories. So let her know what you think in the comments and keep sending me your spooky, scary stories.